guys, my name is Malik Sampson, and I'm a content creator with Brother Be Well, and also an associate marriage and family therapist at HearYou.org. And thank you all for tuning into this video today. I really appreciate it. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the idea of being okay with not being okay. Such a difficult type of topic to talk about, because that idea doesn't necessarily resonate with a lot of people, because the idea of being okay with not being okay kind of can come across as a little bit of a contradiction. But let's talk about it a little bit. I think it stems back to the idea that every day that you have on this earth is not going to be that absolute perfect day. And beyond it not being the absolute perfect day, some days are going to genuinely be just not okay, and you're not going to want to do the things that you typically do on the days where you feel good and you feel happy. So how do you sit in the discomfort sometimes? And that's what this conversation is about now. So when you understand that every day is not going to be that great, amazing day that you had 2 weeks ago or the day before, then you kind of get this idea that, okay, life is going to fluctuate a little bit. And when I have those days that I'm not okay, what can I do? So one thing you can do is look to those positive days. So when you are having a day where it's like, this is not the same, I'm not feeling this day, well, let's look at the days where you are feeling okay and you are feeling good, and like be excited about those moments, because you know that there's another day where that day is going to come again. And that this day where you're not okay is simply happening because there's things that are put into play to make you not feel okay. So understanding that when those things that are coming into play that are making you not feel okay are happening, and they're like taking over your mind, and, you know, being in that space of like obsessing over the things that are not okay, let's kind of, we try to stray away from the obsessing and go into the accepting. So accepting that, you know what, this is not an okay day because these several different things have happened to make this day not okay. And understanding that and accepting that, because you have the background information on why it's not an okay day. And you know what a great day looks like. So finding this balance to where I'm going to have these days and I'm going to have these other days. So if you know that you're going to have these days and those other days, it can make it a little bit less painful, a little bit easier when you are having that really, really bad day and you're not okay. Understanding that you don't have to be okay all the time. There's an expectation that we have to be happy all the time, and that we need to be in this positive space or we're not living life right. And that's just not the case. Of course, you want to have as many positive and happy days as you can, but also it's important to not try to force yourself to be in a happy state, because that's when it's really hard that's when it's really, really hard to not sit with being unokay. So I want you guys to just keep this in mind as you're moving forward, that those days that they're not okay, identify why they're not okay and what's happening, so that can give you an ease and sense of mind, knowing that this is not an everyday thing, and that it's just a moment to where you're not okay, and that not feeling of not being okay is one that's not going to stick around. So I hope this was helpful information for you, and I appreciate you tuning in. As always, brother, be well.